23 ABC's Digital Update is brought to you by West Medical.
Good evening, I'm Keely Van Middendorp. Here's what's making headlines from across the county. The Bakersfield Police Department is investigating a shooting that sent 3 people to the hospital. Officers responding to the Tommy's Liquor Store on South Chester Avenue just after 10:30 last night. Police say 3 people were shot and rushed to the hospital, but there's no word on how serious those injuries are. We'll keep you updated as more information comes into our newsroom. In the Bakersfield City Council received an update from the Brundage Lane Navigation Center on efforts to get people off the streets. According to the directors, they've served 545 clients, with 129 currently in the shelter, and 42 people that were in the center are now living in permanent housing. The next problem, finding enough available housing. And the state of California has agreed to pay more than $2 million in legal fees in a settlement with churches that challenged COVID-19 closure orders. Several churches challenged Governor Gavin Newsom's restrictions as violations of their First Amendment right to worship. Newsom's office says he put the health of Californians first, and the settlements provide clarity on how public health standards can be applied to churches. The state of California has agreed not to impose greater coronavirus restrictions on church gatherings than it does on retail establishments.
And it's another hot day. No surprise there. Temperatures once again in the triple digits here in Bakersfield. That makes 4 days in a row, and I think we're going to get at least 1 or 2 more before we get into some cooler weather here. 102 your high temperature tomorrow, so starting to trend down a little bit. We're going to be probably 103, 104 by the afternoon here today. Still very hot over in the desert tomorrow, with close to 110 again over in China Lake and Ridgecrest as well. 7-day forecast, hot through Saturday. I still think we have a good chance of getting into the triple digits again on Saturday. Little cooler on Sunday, and then some relief from the heat as we head into next week. Not all that far below average for this time of year, but at least we are much cooler than where we have been. By Tuesday, we're about 20 degrees warmer than we were yesterday, so that's a big swing down in our temperatures, and we see that across the board, getting into those more comfortable temperatures by the time we get to next week, with temperatures as low as the mid-70s for places like Tehachapi and Fraser Park.
And that's your latest news and weather update. For the latest update anytime, be sure to head to our website, turn23.com.